Guys, Redneck Tractors here, and I'm going to show you my some updates on the tractor, on the Craftsman. For one, I got LEDs all the way around. There's only 2 incandescent lights on here, and you'll see why, and you'll see them, and I'll explain why. I'll turn my key on, turn my lights on, show you the LED headlights. LED brake lights, hit my brakes, or not brake light, running light. There's my LED brake lights and running light. I got LEDs and turn signals, but before I show you those, I want to show you something else that goes along with them. As you may notice, if you've seen other pictures, I did not have anything installed here. I had the plastic piece in, but I didn't have any lights or anything. I didn't have anything hooked up. It was just the plastic. I've now got 2 bulbs in here. These are the only 2 incandescents in here, and the reason being is they are for my turn signals. They are indicator lights. You can also hear that the flasher flashing. That is a mechanical flasher. It works on it needs a certain amount of resistance to basically flash. It acts like a I've heard it described as, and I've described it as, a breaker that resets itself. But it needs a certain amount of resistance to do that. Well, LEDs don't do that. They don't have that resistance needed, which is why I have those, which is part of the reason why I have those incandescents, or those incandescents in the dash. I have more LEDs I could swap them out with. Problem is, I wouldn't have the resistance I need. Come on, open. There we go. They are funky little things. Get it to focus. I'll pull one out. They're a 5 LED. They say it's a T10 base, but it perfectly fits in a 193. They popped up when I searched up a 193 LED because I wanted to replace the factory the incandescents that came with these. I think they're 4-inch by 2-inch marker lights. Double bubble is what they're called. Sorry. If it'll focus, there we go. You can see that little red diode. That is your positive. The other one with nothing on it is your negative. So when you connect them, you figure out. I just before I figured it out, I just stuck it in one way with the lights on. If it worked, sweet. If not, I just flipped it around. This is why it's called double bubble. It's 2 bubbles. But they work quite nice. I like them. They're bright. You can actually see them during the day. Same thing on this side. And one thing I ran into an issue. It took me about probably 15-20 minutes to figure it out. I originally planned to run these lights in series. All I had planned on doing was, this is my turn signal. Try to turn the light on. There you go. That is these wires are my turn signal ones. The center one goes to mechanical flasher, and then the out 2 go to left and right lights. Well, my original plan was just pop this off, cut it, wire up the light, which is down there, that blue and orange, or that blue and red and orange wires leading into those little black sockets. Those are those lights. What I was planning on doing was just going to run, say, the red wire from the one with the blue and red, the red wire to the switch, and then blue wire on here. This goes to the this. So basically, it would connect. This would be connected to blue. red would be connected to here, and the light would in between. Well, the problem being, what was happening was the electricity was just flowing through that light, turning the LEDs on, but not enough. But it wasn't causing enough resistance to get it to work. It was just, and it wasn't even lighting up this light. However, if I disconnect the LEDs, ground, and connected this straight up to that switch and then ground, it worked just fine. Oh, what I found out I had to do was I ended up having to put them in parallel. I tied the red wire to this wire, which is why there's two wires coming out of it. I cut and spliced new ends onto it from the old headlight harness on here. Did that on both ends. One wire out of the switch right here goes to my LED turn signals. The other wire comes over to one of these lights, say the red and blue one. It goes to the red wire, goes to the light, and then goes through the blue, which is then grounded up here. What that does is it sets it in parallel, and instead of just flowing straight through the light and not giving it any through that incandescent bulb and not making it light up or drawing the power, it makes it actually light up and it works. I don't really know why, or I kind of get why, but I don't fully understand it. But that's what I figured out it works. It causes it to create enough amp draw to set the flasher relay off. Kind of weird, but oh well. I'll show you the LED headlights I've got. It's all I did was search up 1156 LED bulb. There's a bunch of different ones. I just went with these ones just because I had like a $11 budget when I bought them, and I spent $10 between these and the turn signals. Turn my light off. But it's got 3 LEDs up front, up top, and then 3 on each side, and there's, I think, 5 sides, so 15. There's 18 bulbs, or 18 Cree LEDs on here, and I've got 2 of them. They are, I will say, quite a bit brighter than the incandescents. I'll pull one of the incandescents out. Hooking up the lights so I can show. I grab one of the old incandescents. Just gotta set them off so they don't. But it looks like the incandescent's brighter, but in person the LEDs are brighter. That's funny. I wonder if it's just the type of light that they output. But you can definitely notice how quick the LED turns on compared to the incandescent. There is a slight delay. And the incandescent's already pretty darn hot. And these LEDs are, yeah, they're cold. But definitely like them. Definitely recommend them. They're definitely brighter. You can probably even get brighter ones if you spend more money. I spent less than $4 on these, I think. But it's coming along. I still waiting on to get the new rear tires on. Once I get those on, I'll be swapping the fronts out. And something happened to the front tire again. I don't know if it's a spindle or what, because it did the same thing on the last tire. But I don't know how well you can see this. Hopefully you can see that, but this bushing wore out. Don't know why. It's got plenty of grease. I actually took it to my local hardware shop and borrowed grease gun. I can use their grease gun if I do it myself. It's only like $2 to grease my whole entire front end. Pretty darn cheap. Still waiting on getting the grease gun from my parts guy. I think we both forgot about it, but once I get those new tires in, or the tires, my giant ones over here, you can see the giant ones on top, and then the tires right below it, those turfs, those are the rim. Those have the rims I want. I'm gonna put on their gray Craftsman rims, similar to the color of this, same color as the front ones. But I'm gonna put them on here to make all 4 tires match. They'll match the color of the tractor. Plus, all 4 tires will be bigger, so more speed and better ground clearance. All right, that's all. Redneck Tractor's out.